Hi, I'm Walter. Today we have a special guest, Mr. Montigny, who is the assistant principal here at Wells. We would like to ask him a couple questions. Mr. Montigny, why is the month of March so special here at Wells?
Okay, Walter, each March, the National Association of Secondary School Principals and the National Middle School Association co-sponsor Middle Level Education Month. The celebration is designed to heighten the awareness regarding the unique needs and talents of students ages 10 to 14. Wells is joining thousands of middle schools throughout the United States who are participating in an array of different activities during this month. The theme for this year is In the Middle, Around the World, to celebrate cultural diversity.
What are some of the activities that have been happening here at Wells?
Excuse me. A variety of activities have been scheduled to highlight the commitment to education and respect for cultural diversity that's demonstrated within the school each day. Several awards will be presented to star students during the month of March, including academics and good deed awards. Presently, we have over 60 students in the last 3 weeks who received special awards for doing good deeds during the week. We also had an educational consultant come in to speak about writing demonstrations, and as a guest lecturer, we had a congressional counsel, Attorney Allison Bartlett, who came in to speak about the legislation in Washington, and she also works for Representative Neal. Our information system specialists and our computer specialists are providing grandparents training on computers and staff training. We had baked goods delivered to the free medical clinic in Southbridge. We had groups of students reading to preschool students at East Road School. We had a concert honoring our senior citizens performance by our students, the select chorus and jazz band students, Mr. Kruzik and Mr. Kazarian, under their direction, highly successful. Also, in keeping with the theme, middle school around the world, students have done essay contest, poster contest. 6th grade students have been doing pen pal sharing day with other students across the world. They have read and write their pen pals. We have a large number of faculty attending the New England League of Middle Schools in Providence, Rhode Island, to learn, updated techniques and methods of middle school curriculum. We had the Fire Academy seminar. We also had the initiation of a master's program in middle school education, which is being hosted at Wells Junior High School. We had a variety of activities available, and I especially want to thank the members of my committee for helping me with this fine month, Mrs. Dumont, Mrs. Roman, Mrs. Rosario, and Mrs. Thibodeau.
Do other schools in the area celebrate Middle Level Education Month?
To the best of my knowledge, I believe from the press and media that I have seen, that Wells is the only school in the area that I know of that's actively celebrating National Middle School Month. This is our second year. We've been highly involved with it, and it's been very successful.
According to all the activities, which one is your favorite?
Well, we had many fine things happen, but I have to especially say that the Senior Citizens Concert was my favorite activity this month. We had a number of senior citizens in the community that came to our concert, and from my understanding, after speaking to them, we had a number of senior citizens that graduated from high school here in 1933 when it was Wells Junior High School. After the concert, I gave them a tour of the building, and they had the opportunity to talk to different teachers, learn about our curriculum in math and reading and foreign language and technology and science. It was truly an outstanding day, and I welcome them back to the school anytime. It was truly a memorable experience for me.
Thank you, Mr. Montigny, for appearing on Team Vid News, and we'll be right back.
Standing alone without Thank you. The next song is another song you might recognize. It's a kind of up-to-date version of an old standard called Harlow Nocturne. It features two soloists, one by our 7th grade second alto soloist Janice Alicia, and our first trumpeter Vanessa Shaw. This is Harlow Nocturne. The biggest part of playing jazz, this is where we we get into expressing oneself, there's something called improvisation, where the player makes up what he plays, okay? Which kind of expresses themselves how they feel that day. If they feel like they have the blues, they can play sad, or they can play happy, whatever. And this piece that we're going to play is a piece designed to initiate that kind of playing with these youngsters. It's the first time they've ever gotten away from the written notes and played what they felt like. Most of the time I'm drilling them to play exactly what they're looking at. And now here's a chance where they get to play something on their own. It's called the Blues in F, and we'll play it a few times, and we'll have different soloists play how they feel today. Let's see how they feel. called Get Ready. Our last two.
Southbridge High Baseball. Catch it here on Channel 11 Sports.
"20 kids. For 1 hour a week, you leave your concrete world of flip phones and faxes and talk to 20 kids about how business works. They will question everything. But those 20 kids will talk to 20 more. So by Saturday, what you said on Thursday could be halfway around their world. You get to make a difference. Could just make the rest of your week pretty dull. That's the new JA, teaching kids how business works.
March is Middle Level Education Month. Our school, Wells Junior High, is a middle level school. TeenVid News would like to dedicate this week's program to middle level education. In doing so, we would like to show the citizens of Southbridge our school. Our program will consist of the following: an interview with Mr. Montigny, who has been in charge of coordinating the activities for the month, footage from a concert by the Select Chorus and Jazz Band that was offered to senior citizens, visits to academic classrooms, visits to special area activities, and a walk through the halls of Wells. We are presently in the 8th grade Spanish class of Ms. Jolly. These students have written paragraphs, and a couple of them are going to read the paragraphs.
En la foto hay un hotel. Hay tres gente en el foto. Una mujer es habla a la gerente del hotel. La mujer es pregunta sobre un cuarto. El nombre de la mujer es Señora González. El nombre de la gerente del hotel es Carlos. Carlos habla. ¿Hace usted falta me describo un cuarto? Señora González habla. No, pero es allá un balcón. No, pero hay una enorme ventana con una grande vista, habla Carlos. Es allá una ducha, habla señora González. Sí, habla Carlos, en la baño privado, él es necesario por el baño está limpio de varas. Mi clase de español es largo. Hay 24 gente en el instituto. Es señorita Jolly. Ella es simpático. Ella da mucho trabajo, embargo. El gente en mi clase es generalmente simpático.
A mí me gusta el básquetbol. Yo jugué en el equipo de Wells este año. Yo llegué a los finales y yo y mi equipo ganaron el campeonato. Yo voy a jugar en el equipo de Southbridge High. Hoy tengo un juego contra Copsey Kids y mi equipo le vamos a ganar.
We are now in a 6th grade English class of Mr. Ashton's. These students have been doing a project where they have pen pals from all over the world. Some of the students are going to read a letter or say something about their pen pals and then point on a world map where their pen pals are from.
My name is Natalie Rivera, and my pen pal name is Darlene Rodriguez. She lives in Rio Grande, Puerto Rico. She's going to be 12 years old in August. I started to write to her because she was my cousin and I was going to visit her soon. She lives near a beach in a rainforest called the Junque. She's a German Shepherd named Princess that gave birth to 6 puppies. Her other dog, Lady, that's a pointer, also gave birth to 6 puppies. She's a great cousin and pen pal, and she lives in Puerto Rico.
Jimenez, my pen pal's name is Stefano. He is 13 years old. He lives in Italy. In school, he studies English, Italian, history, geography, math, science, art, music, gym, and religions. He lives right here.
My name is Guido Marcucci. My pen pal's name is Emanuela. She lives in Italy. She is 12 years old. She has 2 fish. Her hobbies are reading, volleyball, and ping pong. She studies English and German, and her favorite color is light blue. Her mother and father both teach at a university.
My name is Melanie Maynard. My pen pal's name is Michelle. She lives in Iowa. She used to live with me. Me and her were good friends. She has a child, and his name is Oren. He's 4 years old, and she lives right here.
My name is Albert Dion. My pen pal's name is Hannah. She lives in Finland. She's 11 years old and has 2 pet rabbits called Keneally and Mintuli. She also has a dog named Nessu, who is 14 years old. Her hobbies are riding, reading, and playing the flute and the piano. She lives in Finland, right there. This is a letter she sent me, and this is her picture.
Right now we are in a 6th grade math class. It's the class of Mr. Crompton. These young 6th graders are working on adding and subtracting fractions and mixed numbers, finding the common denominators. Mr. Crompton's going to explain the procedure, and we're going to see how some of the kids solve the problems.
Okay. You look at the second box. It says add the fractions. Write the sum of the numerators over the common denominator. Okay, the numerators are 1 and 3. You add 1 and 3. That comes to be 4 over 8. Look at the third box. It says add the whole numbers and reduce if possible. So now we have 4 plus 3. The whole numbers are added. You have 4 4/8, that's the fraction. 7 and 4/8 is the complete mixed numeral, and you're going to write it in lowest terms, comes to be 7 and 1/2. Underneath that, look at the subtraction question. 6 minus 4 and 5/8. Now, we can't subtract 5/8 from nothing. So we have to borrow from the 6. The 6 becomes 5, and that 1 we borrowed becomes one of our other names for 1 on the front board. The other name for 1 is 8/8, and we have 8/8 minus 5/8. That's 3/8, and the whole number part, 5 minus 4 is 1. We're going to rename that as 1 3/8. Your job right now is to do the 4 questions at the bottom of the page, and then we'll have it explained on the front board. Go. 2 minutes. Okay, we're going to pick 4 people. Everybody's going to go up to the board, copy down your solution, then sit, and then we'll have 4 people to go up and explain on the board. Number 1, on the board. Number 2, on the board. Number 3, on the board. Don't step. On the board. Where's my star student? Where's?
He's right there.
Number 4. Please write your name at the top. Okay, now, let's see. Where's Katie? Katie, I'm going to give you the microphone here. Come on. Where are you?
I did, the denominators are the same, so I put that right there. And I did 9 minus 7, which is 2. And then that can be divided by 2. 2 can go into 2 is 1. And then 2 can go into 10 5 times. And that's my
Wonderful.
answer.
Number?
Denominator stays the same, so that goes down to 16. And you take 5 plus 3, which is 8. And you can divide 8 goes into 8 once, and 8 goes into 16 twice, so the answer is 1/2.
The answer is correct.
Denominators stay the same, so you put that down, and 4 plus 5 is 9. And you add 2 plus 3 is 5, and the answer is 9 5 6. The denominators are the same, so I put those down, and I did 21 minus 12 is 9, and 7 minus 6 is 1.
So the answer is?
9 and 1/8.
6th grade class, we have just started the addition and subtraction of decimal fractions. We call them fractions for short. This class today is the introduction of that material. We hope you enjoyed our little presentation this afternoon. I know the boys and girls have all looked forward to it all week, and we did have a lot of fun putting it on for you.
Now we are in the classroom of Mrs. Roman. She is the bilingual teacher, and this is an 8th grade math class, and Mrs. Roman will explain to you what the students are working on.
Mrs. Roman, this is my bilingual 8th grade class, and we are working on how to learn to measure volume. Volumes in Spanish mean volumen. And the students are trying to know how many cubic units they have in the glass, but before they have to construct the measuring tube. So in that way, they could know what they are going to put inside how much amount they have inside, when they put something inside the glass, maybe a solid or liquid. So we are going to use, in this case, to use those small blocks to find out how many blocks could fit it out inside the glass. As you observe, all of these glass are completely different size. In that way, all of them is going to find out different results because it's going to be different shapes too. And in Spanish, as I said before, en español, volumen es la capacidad de un recipiente o el tamaño interior de un recipiente. Los niños están trabajando en cómo saber las unidades cúbicas o básicas que caben dentro de un recipiente. En este caso, ellos están trabajando con diferentes recipientes que tienen diferentes formas, diferentes tamaños. Por lo tanto, cada niño va a tener un resultado diferente cuando termine de medir y de construir el tubo para medir las unidades básicas. También lo vamos a saber usando estos pequeños bloques que tenemos a la mano.
Now we are in the Tech Ed room. This is fairly new to the program. We've showed it to you once or twice before in little doses on Teen Vid News. There's a lot of wonderful equipment, and a lot of it is brand new this year. Mr. Josty, the Tech Ed teacher, is going to explain just what these kids are going to be doing. And I'll tell you, the kids absolutely love the period, the 50 minutes that they spend down here in Tech Ed because there's so much for them to do.
Hello, this is Tim Josty, the Tech Ed teacher. Today we're going to be racing one of the latest modulars that we have in the classroom. It's called Research and Development. The students start with a design, and they start making a car. They make them out of styrofoam first, and then we make them out of wood. They use a bandsaw, belt sander, sand them, paint them, design them themselves, and we're going to launch two of the cars right now. And one of the Go car has a record of running the track, which is about 42 feet, in 0.8 seconds.
Children in halls of our school, and some of the things we are focusing on are some of the pictures that 6th grade students did under the direction of Ms. Thibodeau. They did posters that were placed around the school, and the theme was in the middle, around the world. And we've got some excellent artwork. We're just showing you a little. I'm also going to ask our videographer now to look at our STAR students. This is a new pilot program that has been started this year where we are featuring not only, let's say, wonderful academic students, but those students who are what we call our stars. They are good citizens, they have good attendance, they have good attitudes beside the good marks. They exhibit acts of kindness. Their attendance is wonderful as far as they're not tardy. They're just, let's say, like just what they are. They're stars of the school. We'll be going now, we're going to be looking at some of the other math work around the school just momentarily. Right now we're outside of the 7th grade math class, and these were graphing projects done by Mr. Dragon's 7th grade students. It was a long-term project where the kids could choose their topic and then use the graph paper and using their knowledge of math, how to pinpoint their positions that they're going to use and come up with whatever they chose to. We've got some great work by the students. Coming up right now is one of them on the Titanic, which is something that's dear in the hearts of all of us who have seen the movie. A Creed that is done by Trevor Wilson. An animal just going yippee, Michael St. Jean's, Jessica Furman's Polar Bear. And going on here, we've got the Major League Baseball. A number 7 here by Stephen Gagnon. A sign, female sign here by Sarah DeLage. Amanda's project of Odie, and Ashley White's astrological Pisces sign. Going to show all the people of the town what a wonderful job that our students are doing, and just part of our middle level education week to show the people of the town the great things that go on at Wells, and some of our staff here that have very kindly volunteered to show us their classes. I'd like to do a special thank you to Miss Wanda Pirouette. She is the videographer when Officer Rosa, who works with us, is not available. She graciously takes the time and makes the time to be able to get with some of these children and videotape some of the things that are going on. She is, Mr. Josty, our tech ed teacher, also has been great help to us, but I just want to say, without Ms. Virouette, some of these things, and some of the, not these things only, but some of the other things that we've shown you would not have been put on TV. So once again, a big, big thank you to Ms. Virouette, and thank you all.
Southbridge High Baseball. Catch it here on Channel 11 Sports.
Where's Michael?
National Guard duty.
Ah, bet he's just sandbagging.
I don't think so.
Sure he is. He left us with all the big fires to put out.
Over 52% of our military is made up of the National Guard and Reserve. They serve in times of war and in times of disaster. And the jobs they perform are hard enough, without you making it harder.
Well, let's hope he's ready for some late nights when he gets back.
Please support your employees in the National Guard and Reserve.
The Southbridge Optimist Club presents Variety Show 98, Murder Mystery Theater, The Adventures of Nick Danger, Southbridge Private Eye. This coming Saturday, March 28 at 7 o'clock at Southbridge High School. $5 admission for adults. $2.50 for children under 12. I'm Jory Plyler reporting from Teen Vit News.
Project Pride is coming, April 4th. Teen Vit News will bring you a special interview next week. I'm Felix Lisa reporting for Teen Vit News.
The Cops and Kids All-Star basketball team played the Wells Greyhounds on Wednesday, March 18th at the Wells Gym. It was a close game as the Cops and Kids All-Star team defeated the Greyhounds 67-66. Nikki Flores had the most points in the game with 33 points. Michael Morales of the All-Star team had 10 points. Tyler Petra and Ronnie Boudreaux, both of the Cops and Kids All-Star team, had 8 points. The Cops and Kids All-Stars now have a record of 4 wins and 4 losses.
Hi, I'm Miranda. Let's go up to the Southbridge High School gym where Sean Moriarty is going to report on the Southbridge High varsity baseball team who are practicing in the gym.
Thanks, Miranda. I'm here at the Southbridge High School gym covering the varsity baseball team led by Coach Mario Marcucci, assisted by Dave Centennial, who is the junior varsity baseball coach. This year's team's captains are Jeremy Tarot and Steve Primack. The rest of the varsity roster looks like this. Seniors, Jeremy Tarot, Steve Primack, Sean Cronin, Brian Loam, Sean Tarot. Juniors, Jet Giafone, Jesse Plouffe, Josh Stevens, Ryan Murphy, Josh Blanchette. Sophomores, Chris Roy, Jason Bonadiaz, Jack Farron, Derek Jarvis. I'll be back in a moment with the 2 co-captains after these public service announcements.
Don't you love that safe, free feeling you get in a pickup truck, Larry?
Yeah, nothing but you, me, the open road, a deer.
Yeah! A cow! Yeah! An ostrich! The village people! The village people?
You could learn a lot from a dummy. Buckle your safety belt.
Especially in pickup trucks.
I didn't know the village people were doing a road tour.
Here's my nephew Scruff, about to run into trouble again.
Hey, Bobo, where's your video game? In here. Oh, look at this. Uh-oh. It's my dad's. You want to hold it? What'll I do?
If you get my new comic activity book, More Adventures with Scruff, you'll find out what you can do about bullies and guns. And you'll see lots of games.
Cool.
For your free copy of my new comic activity book, just write Scruff McGruff, Chicago, Illinois, 60652, and help take a bite out of crime.
I want it. I want it.
I'm back with the two co-captains. Jeremy, how does the team look this year?
Well, we've been practicing for about a week now, and everybody's been going pretty hard in practice. You know, everybody looks pretty good. I mean, it's tough to say right now as far as what we're going to look like until we actually get outside and start playing, because I know there's a couple players out here that look totally different outside than they do inside. But I think we're going to be all right. Everybody keeps working hard. We should do all right.
Steve, you participate in two sports, football and baseball. If you want to go on to play professionally, which sport would you like to play full-time and why?
I'd like to play baseball. I mean, it's just a more fun sport. I mean, you go out there and have fun. You know, you get to play every day, and looks like you have a great time. I mean, that's what you do in baseball. Just have fun.
Jeremy, what does co-captain mean to you?
Co-captain, what does that mean to me? I take a lot of pride in being a captain. You know, we try teaching the kids new things as far as what me and Stevie have learned, because we've been here for 4 years. You know, we try teaching the young kids discipline and hard work, and that's what it takes to have a winning program at Southbridge High. You know, everybody's working hard and disciplined, and I think we'll be all right.
And Steve, in the major leagues, who's your favorite player that you would like to be like?
Well, I like to be like Cal Ripken. I mean, he's what everyone wants to be like. He goes out there, whether he's hurt or not, he gives it his all and has a great time. He's real scrappy. He just loves the game of baseball, just like everyone else does.
Thanks, guys, and good luck this year.
Thanks a lot. Thank you.
And that's it now from the Southbridge High School gym. Stay tuned to Cable 11 Sports this year for Southbridge High School baseball and softball. Baseball. Catch it here on Channel 11 Sports. Southbridge High Sport. Southbridge High Baseball. Catch it here on Channel 11 Sports.